Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Christmassy Brews and Blades. This is going to be a fun one, I hope. I have a little nice, heartwarming story and then some people to thank. And, I got a nice present in the mail yesterday, and I was very, very, very happy about that. And I thought, you know what? Some people have done some nice things for me. I should, I should say thanks to some people too. So I'm going to do that. And then I have what I hope is going to be a fun little fundraising incentive idea. I hope you guys will think it's fun. It's comedy related. You guys asked me a whole lot of questions about that. So hello, Ohio Knife Lover and New Spin Era, Zach, Night Squats, Boss, Hilltop, Patrick, Benny, Neves. Hey, good to see all you guys here. A lot of the regulars are already in. Um, I'm going to get to it with the story before I show the beer. Yeah, so yesterday I went to my post office box and um had a pretty large box, and it had, we're gonna move some of the ornaments around. I just wanted to make it look Christmassy. um I'm a Buddhist, but I still like Christmas a lot. I opened a box and it had these four knives in it with a very nice letter from a gentleman who is not on social media and says he doesn't want to be, so I assume he doesn't want to be named. And yeah, he just donated all these to the channel, which I was blown away. I don't get presents that much. I know a lot of channels do. I always see people unboxing stuff that said, "Oh, somebody donated this to the channel." That doesn't happen to me very often, and almost never actually. So it was really, really cool to get all these. And I normally never sell knives that were presents unless I screw up and forget it was a present and sell it, which I did that once and I felt really bad about it. But he actually specified, do whatever you want with these, sell them, whatever, raise money for the channel. So I can tell you these three are going because I already had the Kershaw Copper Natrix and I already sold one. I had this Avivi Corsair and I sold it. And I'm definitely going to do a full review on this one because I have not yet. This is the Artisan Cutlery Waistline, but it's kind of a pocket sword. That's not really my gig. I don't know about the Crux. I had a loaner for one, and for the review I did like God more probably a year and a half ago, and I was kind of lukewarm on it. And you guys all keep telling me I'm crazy, so I'm gonna try and hold on to this one for a bit and carry it a little bit because everybody said I'm crazy because I don't really care that much for the Crux. So yeah, this is a drop Ferrum Forge Crux with the cool milling and stuff, and I like the color of it and stuff. So I'm gonna try to hold on to this one for a little bit. But I was just really blown away by that. He is getting he doesn't know this yet. If he's on here and he wants to raise his hand, go ahead. He said he watches the live shows a lot, but I've got a pause on my screen, so I'm hoping that there we go. It's moving again. Sorry, I get freaked out when my screen pauses for a minute. But if he's on here and wants to raise his hand, cool. But if he's listening and doesn't want to say anything, you are getting a box of swag, and I wrote you back a letter on my 1938 typewriter. So because you wrote me a handwritten letter, if I wrote you a handwritten letter, you wouldn't be able to read it. So I didn't want to just make it informal and print it out on the computer. So I met in the middle and did it on the typewriter. So hope that's cool for you. Guys, let me know if the screen is froze. I'm still not seeing some stuff moving around, and it's kind of concerning me. Sometimes my screen freezes and yours doesn't. So thanks, Zach Stuff. I appreciate that very, very much. And it's good to know that the super chat is working again. So that's awesome. Yeah, I screwed something up. They did that new COPPA thing, and you guys don't care. I messed up a setting. Apparently, it asked me too many questions, and I answered one wrong. And for a couple months, I was demonetized. So since you guys are doing the super chat, here is and thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you too. Happy holidays, Zach. Here's something I'm gonna do, which you guys always ask me about comedy stuff all the time. I just did that AMA, which we're going to talk about for my end of the year giveaway. We'll talk about that shortly, or New Year's Day giveaway, I guess I should call it. Um, you guys asked me about comedy stuff, so I thought of a fun little thing. There's a lot of people I know who are infinitely more famous than me are on this thing called Cameo, where you can pay some money and get a custom message or they'll record your voicemail or something like that. So one of the things I'm really pretty decent at in stand up is roasting people. If you're not familiar with roast, like the old Dean Martin roast stuff, you just make fun of people, and it's all in good fun, and it's in good spirits, and blah blah. So if anybody wants to scroll down and join my Patreon for the maximum level, which is like $10 a month, you can just join it for 1 month and then quit it. It's fine. Or you can just go to the PayPal link down below. Send me $10. $10, and give me 5 facts about you, knife related or not. I don't care what. I will personally record you a message, a video, and email it to you, and I will roast you, and I will insult you, and it's all gonna be good fun, and hopefully you'll probably find it's funny, and you can do whatever you want with it. Afterwards, if you are a YouTuber and you wanna use it on your channel, just tell me in advance, I'll make it more PG, but, yeah, it's whatever you wanna do with it, it's yours. Just something fun to play with. I don't know. Probably nobody's gonna do it. It's just something I thought about doing. So, yeah, $10 patrons, whatever the hell I'm supposed to call you, or send $10 to the PayPal, and I'll give me 5 facts about you, and I will roast you and insult you. And I don't know. Some people really like that. Maybe people don't think it's fun. Maybe only comedians think it's fun. I don't know. But thank you very much, Keith and Planescrafter. I really appreciate that. So let's get to the beer. We are 7 minutes in, and I've not opened the beer yet. So, and I want to thank some people here in just a moment too. So we'll open the beer, and then I'm going to thank some people. Today's beer is Sierra Nevada Celebration. I think I had this a couple weeks ago too, but you know what? It's my favorite holiday beer. So it's back again because I really like it because it only comes out holiday time. And the 2019 vintage is superb and pretty widely available. You can find this lots of places. It's pretty much all over the country now. But before we go any further, I do want to thank some people. I'm going to move all the knives out of the way, which I know is kind of contrary to having a live knife show with no knives visible for a moment. But there are a lot of people I want to thank. I actually even went ahead and made a list, but I'm sure I'm still going to forget some people. I tried to put out as many stickers and stuff as I had for all these people, but some of them I don't have stickers for, or coins for, or whatever. But I do really want to thank a few people, so I'm going to pull up my list here so that I hopefully don't forget anybody, but I'm sure I'm going to. First of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my wife. There are links to all these people down below, by the way, if you want to go check out their various websites and or YouTube channels or whatever. So I want to thank my wife for supporting me through all this for the last couple of years, getting Slicey Dicey up and running. She's had nothing but utmost faith in me that it was going to become a thing, and it has, and I really like it. And yes, there is a link to my wife's art page down below. She sells, she's a photographer and sells crafts and stuff, so amongst other jobs. But yeah, you go check her stuff out down there. She's an amazingly talented artist, and I'm very proud of her as well, and have the utmost faith in her as well. Next, of course, White Mountain Knives. Talk about them in my videos all the time. Use the code SDWMK at checkout. You get 10% off. And sometimes I think I mutter that in my sleep. But they've been great to me. A lot of the brands that I don't have a sticker or anything of them in here. I'm sorry about that, but there is a link down below. It's whitemountainKnives.com. It's not hard to remember. But they let me buy stuff at their cost, so that helps me out a lot to get a whole lot of stuff that I couldn't normally get. And the only time I don't buy stuff from them is if they don't have it in stock. Really nice company. Justin's a great guy. Stuff gets here to me super fast because they're only in New Hampshire. I'm in New York, so I get stuff really quick. So it's awesome. USA Made Blade has loaned or given me some very expensive stuff over the last year or so. Really love Woody down there. He's a great dude. We hung out a lot at Blade Show, and we got along really well. USA Made Blade, if you see like Hinderers and stuff like that, they almost inevitably came from USA Made Blade. Just a great guy and a great company. and they stand behind everything they sell, and they are amazing. Next up would be Three Rivers Manufacturing, which we'll talk about here in a moment, because they are they've never given me anything for free, but whenever I need anything for a giveaway, they're on it. They come through in amazing ways. Most amazingly, my New Year's Day giveaway. I'm gonna cover that again here in a minute for anybody that missed that video, but Marianne is just a great lady, always comes through to give you guys stuff, and she's amazing. They make amazing products, great company. Um, Next up, I will say, I know he's on here. Uh, Zach Stuff loaned me a lot of stuff. Really great guy. My Benchmade connection. We get along really well. He tolerates my stupid jokes. Awesome guy. Nick Shabazz also has loaned me a lot of stuff, and he is the man. So he gets everything. So it's really cool to get, in there Nick Shabazz's knife. So it's even though I know him now and we're just like friends, and he's just this guy I know, just from having started a couple years ago, he was Nick Shabazz, so it's still kind of cool, to like, oh, it's Nick Shabazz's knife. So, and that's great. And he's donated a couple things that I've auctioned off for charity. Great guy. Geared towards gear. This is more of a recent relationship, but he's also helped me out a whole lot and sent me some stuff, and I really do appreciate that. I'm sorry you're not going to get it back before Christmas, but awesome guy, and again, another guy who's just become kind of a friend very, very quickly. Um, Knife Nuts podcast. He's hooked me up with some stuff. Levon is the one that I talk to most of the time. He's hooked me up with some stuff, which is great. And I do appreciate that. They get a lot of stuff that's kind of unobtainium, and they let me borrow it and play with it, and that's really, really nice of them. Um, and the last two, or three more, sorry. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Uh, we did a lot. We did a little bit for a while. We haven't for a while, but it's my fault, not theirs. I just haven't gotten back with them about some stuff. So, uh, also great company. We did a cool little promotion for National Knife Day, and that was a lot of fun. I really appreciated it. Blade HQ. I went out and visited them. I was in town anyway, and I went over there and made an appointment and stuff. And they showed me around, gave me a really nice tour, and gave me some free swag stuff like hats and stuff like that. And I gave it away to you guys, and it was really cool. And they just made me feel extremely welcome, and I did really, really appreciate that. And lastly, is on the koozie. Hopefully, I don't spill any beer here. Indiana Knives, also same thing. They loan me stuff, and they've given some stuff away to giveaways, and they're just great. I really like Indiana Knives. Super nice people, even though I do bag on Indiana sometimes. That's the best thing about Indiana is Indiana Knives. So, all right. I think I got all the thank yous away that I wanted to. I'm sure I've forgotten some people, and I apologize profusely if I have. There's some individuals too, like my buddy Mike and Steve Kluver and stuff, that he's on here all the time. He uses his Christian name and his thing, so they've helped me out a lot. So I appreciate them both a lot. Mike has become one of my best friends in the world, so I'm not going to say his whole name on here, but yeah, just he knows who he is. Thank you, everybody. It's I couldn't do the channel without some support and some help. So yeah, thank you a lot for that. And like I said, if you wanna do some more support, $10 on Patreon and 5 facts, and I'll send you a video making fun of you. All right, let's go back, catch up on the chair. Oh yeah, Birdshot Forest from Indiana. They're from Indianapolis though. That's not really Indiana. I'm talking about never mind. I don't want to get into the whole Indiana. Every time I talk about Indiana, people get really upset. So just because I do a joke about Indiana, I really don't hate Indiana as much as I say I do. It's for a joke mostly, but I've just had some bad experiences in Indiana. And yes, Zach, you should send more stickers. I don't remember getting one of yours. I can't find it. If I got one, I can't find it. Or I gave it away. I passed it on to somebody else. I don't know. I noticed this time I was smart and didn't put the stickers down, because part of the reason why this old black background was retired is because I got sticker stuff on it and I couldn't get it off, and it still has this shiny spot right there that I can't get rid of because of a sticker that I had on it for one of the giveaways. Hey Ed, nice to see you. Hey, John. Oh, you didn't start anything. Don't worry about it. Uh, Happy holidays to you also, Carlito from Oregon. I mentioned Three Rivers, and they're on here for my New Year's Day giveaway. I know there is a video back there with instructions on how to enter the giveaway. It's not hard. Just a little AMA video. I'm going to pick the best question. I will say right now, at this particular moment, there are a lot of really, really good ones, but I'm definitely nowhere near picking a winner yet. There's not one that I don't think anybody could beat out, so you still have a chance. And I said in the video, I swore on my father's grave I would never open this again, but I'm going to open it to show it to you guys again because you guys might not have seen the original video, so sorry. They're giving me to give away to you this atom. This will be the 5th time it's been flipped open. And yeah, it's the really cool Kevlar carbon. And these take a minute to get your hands on. And it's perfectly centered. Everything is fine. It's a little stiff at the moment because it's brand new, but they break in super quick. Like I said, it's its 5th flick. And it's not bad now. It's just not quite as drop shutty as mine is. But mine gets the hell used out of it. So that's unsurprising. So you get that, some Weehaw tools, some other stuff. Go back and look at previous videos. It's like a couple videos ago. I did. It's very easy to find. Epic New Year's Day giveaway instructions is what it's called. So, and I like their new box. It's all colorful and stuff. So yeah, you can win this and some Weehaw tools and an other schmattering of stuff. Excuse me. And I'm honestly just going to pick the best question. It's not going to be random this time. I'm actually just going to pick the best question. And I'm going to announce that at 4 p.m. Eastern time on New Year's Day. So it's enough time for everybody to recover from their hangovers and early enough that people won't have gone out again. So, and thanks, MRG. I appreciate that. Oh, and thank you for popping into the live shows. I think they're a bit of fun. Chris Jaskolski says, "Can you ask multiple questions?" Yep, go ahead. Just don't make them stupid. You can ask multiple questions as long as they're good ones. If I did not, I'm trying to respond to every question, which is always very stupid. I don't know why I say I'm going to do that because I think that video's already got, oh, it's a ridiculous amount of comments on it. I've already answered so many questions, but I really try to. If I did not respond to your question, it's probably because someone already asked it. So I'm not there. I get so many questions. I'm not answering repeats. So, and I don't get mad if you ask a repeat question. That's fine because who's going to sit and read all those questions? But if it's a repeat, I might just not answer it, or you might get a cut and paste answer at the best. Oh, no problem, Mike. I just appreciate people coming to hang out and watch and all that stuff. What else did I want to talk about? What's coming up on the channel? Well, I just did a video with the CGRBs, so we'll hold those off for a bit. I have 3 steel wheel reviews I need to get done. I've not yet because of holiday insanity. And the knife nuts coin just because it's a thicker object. Got the Gina. Thanks, Neves Knives. I appreciate that. The Gina, which is how you pronounce it, by the way. I called them when I asked about getting one, and that's what they said. I've got the Cubold, I think it's Cubold, and I still have not done the review on my 2019 budget knife of the year, the Shaola. So yeah, these 3 are coming up. So you're gonna have 3 steel videos. Oh, thanks, Eric. I don't know why some people say that the Amazon link works for some people, doesn't work for others, but I do appreciate that. I'll go buy myself something with that. But it's no, I don't know why it works for some people, doesn't work for others. I don't know. But I logged out of everything and clicked on it and it worked for me, but don't know about that. That was an idea that somebody else told me to do, and maybe it's just not a thing that's ever going to work. So maybe it's a thing that I'll take down. Um, and oh, what else we got coming up soon? We have the Civivi Shredder. I have that review coming up very soon. I have another Civivi coming on Monday. I thought I got it yesterday, but I was on my way out the door, and I think I even responded to someone's question asking if I was reviewing it, saying, "Yeah, that I have one, but I haven't played with it yet." I didn't have it. That was a package from somebody else, so it's coming on Monday. Um, I have the I don't remember the name of it now. The small one with the micarta handles that Stas23 just reviewed. If you guys want to, it's like a thumb stud washer, small knife. And I have the Best Tech Trexel or Texel that Purvis did. So I'm excited to get that because I like Adam Purvis, great guy, and I'm excited to see it. Best Tech rarely screws up the budget knives, so Shira Gurov, way out of my price range. Can't see me having a Shiro unless somebody loans me one, and even then I'd be kind of leery about it. What else do we got coming up? I'm going through my box of knives to review. This is one of Shabaz's loaners. This is the Spyderco Drunken. I know I'm way behind the party on this one, but it's the first chance I had to get my hands on it. So that's coming up. The Hooligan, yes, geared towards gear. That is correct. I have a Hooligan. It's actually at my post office right now, but of course they're not open today, so that doesn't help me at all. I'm going to be doing. There's another one of the Shabazz loaners. I have the because I'm trying to do it wrong. The MBK EWC, that's coming up. I'm really liking this. Was not expecting to care much for this. Don't normally like the double detent slip joints, but yeah, this one ain't half bad. And of course, gonna grab mine, the full review on the Hogue Deca. This is mine, the Warncliffe one. And I think MXG Gear, I should email them. I think they're pretty happy with me right now because I showed everybody that the 0450 MXG Gear titanium pocket clip fits. And I know every reviewer I know has bought one. So I probably sold them. And who knows how many people on my Instagram bought them. I think I probably sold them like 30 clips this week for the Deca, but it makes the knife amazing. I didn't really hate this clip that much. That's that's we I don't know. I didn't hate it that much. It was fine. I wished it was deep carry, but I didn't loathe it in the way that a lot of people did. But this is way better for absolutely sure. Because I was just playing around and I put a Kershaw Atmos clip on it, and it fit perfectly. And also, by the way, Civivi clips fit on it as well. Civivi clips fit just fine. These ones with little recessed screws, they fit great, but unfortunately, like you can't obtain one of those. Even like you can get one like on warranty, I guess, but it's not always that easy to get that kind of stuff. So I thought this was just much more obtainable. So I went this route because I saw a Kershaw Atmos clip fit it, and I looked on their site and was comparing it to my Atmos clip, and I was like, yeah, that'll work. And it does, and it's very nice. Yeah, you know what? D's knives, you're right. I have this is geared towards gears. He's gonna get it back someday. I'm sure. Probably. May have to send ninjas, but he'll get it back. I got this because I just want to get something different when I ordered them. When I ordered one for myself, and they had no pictures of it. If I'd have seen this multi-grind thing, I probably wouldn't have ordered it. But now that I have it, and I've had both side by side, I think I might actually prefer the Warncliffe. And I'm as surprised as you are, but, I actually think I might because normally I prefer a more simple blade shape, but, I'm really liking this warning. It's pretty nice. I do have to admit, it's pretty cool. What else do I have coming up? I think that's it that I can talk about. I have a couple coming up that I'm not allowed to talk about, but, yeah. Gear Towards Gear says they need a drop point deca. Yes, they do. They definitely do. This is fine. I mean, they're both fine. The warnings actually, it's really useful. I've always liked warnings, especially this time of year. Probably that's why I'm liking it so much because it's this time of year and all I do is open Amazon boxes half the day. So he says Kershaw makes a deep carry clip for the dividend. That would probably fit too, but it's going to say Kershaw on it. That's another reason why I didn't want to I just would have cannibalized the clip off my Atmos because my Atmos was probably cheaper than this clip was, but it says Kershaw on it. And I didn't want to bother stripping it and all that stuff. Hilltop Knives and Gear says your warning has more gray than I've ever seen. It does. It does have a lot of gray mixed into it, but I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Much like my beard. Mike Person says the Drunken looks cool. I have a magnitude and love it. Not everyone's taste. I don't know what the magnitude is. Doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head. What else I got? Oh yeah, I am gonna do a most carried knives of December, even though I've already done my most carried knives of the year video. Uh, because as I explained in the video, uh, the ones that were gonna win were so far ahead, nothing was gonna catch it. But I will be doing a most carried of December. Um, Spoiler alert: I've been carrying the Spidey Chef more than anything. So just to let you know off the top of the head, if you're not a Spidey Chef fan, you're gonna be disappointed. I just love that thing. It just doesn't leave my pocket. I'm carefully putting your knife away now, Gear Toward Gear, just so you know. Putting it away carefully. I've totally never licked it or anything. Um, what was everybody carrying today? I'll look at your questions or your responses, and then I will show you what I was carrying. Bare Knuckle 20 CV, very good, very good. Mordax, also very, very good. Ikuchi, I handled one very briefly. Yeah, the Mordax is pretty amazing. Why would I held that for review? Pena X Series Rhino, nice. 0562 tie, you guys always know I love that. Spyderco PM2, Battle Wash Bug Out, cool. You customized one, that's awesome. Benchmade grip with titanium scales, very nice. Small Inkosi Insingo. God, I mixed words together. Lots of Mordaxes here. Holy crap! I have mine right here. I did not carry it today. I carried it yesterday, but or the day before, something like that. It's within arm's reach, so it must have been recent. But yeah, I love the Mordax. No secret about that. This is my most carried of the year. Today, I've been carrying the knife that has really. What do they say in the Grinch? His heart grew 3 sizes that day. This knife has really worked its way into my coal black heart, and I knew I would kinda like it, but it kinda screwed me up for knife buying for about a month because I blew my whole knife budget on it for the month thinking I was just gonna flip it, and I like it so much, I'm not flipping it, I'm flipping it open, but I'm not gonna resell it. Yeah, I'm still loving the Best Tech Shodan, the Todd Knife and Tool. I just really, really like it. I still have to do the full review on this as well. I did my first impressions. It's still impressing me just as much. It just looks so cool, and the ergos are great. I mentioned in the first impressions there were some sharp bits here. I talked to, if you don't know, half of Todd Knife and Tool is Zellerk 42. Um, so I know him well. I talked about some sharp edges, and they said, yeah, we asked them to fix that before they made them, but they didn't. But give it a week and they'll wear off. And he was right. It's all worn off. It's there. It's fine now. Absolutely no problems with sharp edges or anything. Uh, Really, really, really like it. Really like it. Therapy guy says keep buying TKT designs, and then I'm selling them. I did with the Roxy. The Roxy was the first one, and I was super, super stoked about it, and it just didn't fit my hand right in the end, and I wound up selling it. But I have this, and I have a malware, and those ain't going anywhere. This is really thin behind the edge too. I don't remember. You have to go back and watch the video. It's like 17, 18 thousandths, and it's super high flat grind, super tall blade, very slicey, and it just looks badass. I'm really enjoying it. The wife hates the Mordax snort. Yeah, because the Mordax does make some noise. I don't think my wife's super fond of the Mordax either because the noise it makes. Because every time I close it, I can feel her side eyeing me. So I think that's probably why. Because I mean, you could close it quietly, but why would you? Why would you do that? Civivi, John West talking about the Civivi Rustic Gent. You know what? I'm not going to get one of those. The reason being, every time I buy, I have a lot of really nice knives that don't have pocket clips, and I don't carry them. So I'm just weird. I don't like stuff banging around in my pockets. So I know it comes with a slip and all that stuff, and that does make it better to carry. But I don't know. I just like knives with pocket clips. Stas's wife was funny on the noise. I didn't see that one. And Nature Bats Last says worst knife name of 2019. I'm going to suggest that you go to my Ask Me Anything video and ask that there because I want to give a think on that one. I really want to answer it, but I want to give a think on it. I have a few candidates in my head, but what color hooligan did you get? I got the snakeskin, man. You got to get that. Yeah, Wienar is probably way up there. It's either the worst or the best. I'm not really sure. You're flipping on dangerous ground if you get the side eye, Hiker says. Yep. I don't do it sitting on the couch or anything. I'm good about that. But when I like open it up to actually use it or something. You guys hear my dog barking? Gosh, she's insane today. Too many packages have come in the last week. She's 12. She can barely hear. She can barely see. She's all wound up and hyper alert for every little thing. Poor little girl. Bowie tie, best tech. Yep, my snakeskin will be here tomorrow too, boss. We're getting at the same time. We're knife buddies. I'm honestly a bit more excited about that best tech. Is it Trexel? Somebody correct me. I just love Adam Purvis's design so much, and I've never been able to afford Texel yet, but never been able to afford one at the time that they were available, and I'm super excited. Best Tech does a great job with I know it's just a D2 G10 flipper. There's nothing special about it, but it's a Purvis design. Really excited to get my hands on it. Who is Best Tech a subsidiary of? They are not. Best Tech is their own thing, and they make stuff for other people. They don't have a subsidiary, but they are an OEM and make their own stuff. They're their own company. I mean, a lot of those Chinese companies are somehow connected to someone somewhere, but they're technically their own complete company. What's the first knife of 2020 on your list to buy? Mike, I'm not really sure. It's such a backlog right now of reviews. I'm gonna kind of just get through my backlog of reviews, and I think come like middle of January when I get my thanks, Keith. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Get up and deliver my packages tomorrow. I think come like January 15th when I get my next YouTube check, I'll start shopping then. But put some of these away because you guys saw I already did the my little first impressions videos of these. I'll leave this one out because you guys love this thing. So put the drunken away, even though it's the most expensive knife on the table. You guys have seen it drunken 1,000 times. But one review I'm really excited to do. It's going to be a while before I do the full review, but I have to say, this new CJRB, the Feldspar, is pretty, pretty freaking great. The ergos are awesome. It comes in 2 sizes, which is cool. I have the small one over here. And you know what? I can't honestly say which one I like better because they did a very unique thing. A lot of times when knife companies shrink a knife down, they leave the blade stock the same. They didn't. The blade stock is thinner. So this one is super slicey, but not as comfortable in the hand, obviously, because it's smaller. The big one is super comfortable in the hand. Still plenty slicey enough, but not as slicey as the little one. And that brown, this brown G10 with these, somebody pointed out these are brass, and I think that I said copper. I think I was guessing because CGRB does a lot in copper. Somebody or Artisan Cutlery, their parent company. Somebody pointed out they do a lot in brass too. I think they're right. I think that's brass, not copper. But anywho, it's just pretty. It's just pretty. It fits my hand completely. It's close, but it does. It fits me better than a mini grip does. A mini grip would stop in my hands anyway, where when I'm in my position I would hold it stops about that screw hole. Where this is I got just that little bit more. Yeah, they're just classy looking. They come in a few different colors. I, I'm really, really liking this one. Um, I like the Centros a lot too, and that finished third on my for my budget knife of the year. But if this would have come out earlier, I don't know. This might have made it. It might have made it. No, I'm not. Everybody thinks I'm smoking pot. It's a vape. See, it's just a lost vape. It's all good for nicotine. Therapeutic Edge says that's because CGRB is determined to rule the budget knife world. Well, they're gonna have to line up because Civivi and Steel Will are both pretty into it. Hey Okan, how's it going? Good to see you. Better late than never. Go back and watch the beginning though. I said some important stuff. So um, I do have a big announcement for next week. So I'm not going to do it now. I thought about doing it tonight, but it's not fully fleshed out yet. Um, and I don't want to announce it until until it's already up. I want to put it up and then announce it. So yeah, you're gonna see more of my hands and hear more of my voice. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So uh, Zach says that's what all the closet. I assume you would say closet smokers say. No, it isn't. It's just you can look this up on the internet. This won't even burn. Fun stuff. Don't do drugs, kids. I don't. I honestly don't. Um, and Matt Baker says, so you're gonna shrink. No. Uh Chris Jaskolski said, did we kill ZT this year? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about both of them this year. If I mention my most disappointing brands of this year, it would probably be ZT number one, and it might be We number two, excluding Civivi. Civivi's been amazing. We's come out with some new stuff, but I don't know. None of it was. I've had a lot of them through the door, and I haven't kept any of them. So that's there's the Weenar was the one I liked the most, and everything just I don't know. I didn't feel like they made anything that had any soul, if that makes any sense. Where a lot of the Civivis do, and they're cheaper. They do have that kind of undefinable, you know. What am I doing? I'm Jeff Goldblum all of a sudden. They just have that undefinable soul to them. Uh, a lot of those do, but and then ZT is just like I don't know what is everything was just sprint runs stuff they already made or changes to stuff. I mean, I love the 0562 Times. Don't get me wrong, I'm super happy that it came out. But everything they did original was a slip joint that's not that great, and whatever the hell that green one was. Um, yeah. Yeah, some of the Isham stuff I guess has some soul, but it's a soul that only certain people are gonna like. Um, I did never get my hands on an Aeterna, so that I will hold judgment on that, I guess. I've not got my hands on that, and I like Isham stuff, um, but again, the only Isham knife that I've had that I kept was a Civivi. I have a McKenna and I love it. I have a Damascus McKenna and it's great, and I carry it all the time and it's awesome. But Spirit Blade says, "Are you inspired to become a hand model in the following footsteps of Nick Shabazz?" No, my hands are gross. I have the hands of a 90-year-old man. Zoom in and you guys will never watch this again. I have awful hands. I'm cursed by it. My parents have the same hands. Even my son's 20 and he's already starting to get wrinkly hands. I don't know what's up. Something in our family. Chris Jaskolski says Kershaw autos are so good too. ZT losing to internal competition as well. Yeah, maybe a bit, but even Kershaw, they came out with a lot of new autos, but other than that, not a whole lot. I guess I just wasn't disappointed with some of the main company, the main roster Wii knives. It's just they weren't as awesome as like I was hoping. I really liked the Malice. That was really nice. But no internal milling whatsoever. I didn't understand that a bit. And the Wienar was cool. That one I do kind of miss. That's the only one this year I've reviewed and I sold that I might one day buy back. That actually I did really like. But I gave it away to you guys. So and Merry Christmas to you, Mad King. These knives. I don't know what that's about. I'm excited to see that Odium Civivi thing. Oh, I still have it. It's still right here. I haven't sent it back yet. It's going back on the morrow, but I have the prototype. Obviously, there's gonna be more color options and uncoated blades and all that, and hopefully, fingers crossed, 9CR. Oh, it's so nice. I do really, really like this. This is a great freaking knife. I will say, for a small little knife, this thing is awesome. And if Civivi would sell these little short Civivi deep carry clips, they would not be able to make enough of them. I don't know why they don't. They're just throwing money away. It's always kind of fun to have something that says prototype on it. I have 4 or 5 prototypes around here. Ones that I was given to review and give advice on, and with the deal it was that I could keep it, but I could never sell it again. So I have several captured prototypes that aren't allowed to leave my house ever. But other than in my pocket. But yeah, this thing is awesome. Chris Jaskolski says, "I'm very interested to see the Civivi shred carbon fiber." Yeah, I might jump on one of those. I've thought about it. I hope it spreads across to the non-Damascus ones. Jonathan Watts says it'll probably be D2 just for popularity because people don't like CRMOV steels. Yeah, but Ferrum Forge is their collaborator, and Ferrum Forge does have some influence with we. And Ferrum Forge told me they want 9CR, so hopefully that's what they get. We already did that, Okan. I'm just kidding. No, I carried the Best Tech Showdown. Oh, we cracked 100 for a second there. That's always a good show. Yeah, the 9CR is a great steel. I really like it. It's really good. I would rather, especially like in the shredder, I would rather have this in 9CR than in the D2. When you get down to these really fine, 13, 14 thousandths behind the edge blades, I'd rather have the 9CR. But we will see. And this sucker is screaming thin behind the edge, so I think I'd rather have the 9CR. I'm so burnt out on D2. Jeremy Russell says, "Me too." There's nothing wrong with it. I really don't have a problem with it. I don't live in a climate where it ever rusts or anything. I never had an issue with it. And if I think I'm going to, if I have a D2 knife that I know I'm going to keep and carry and use a lot, I put this EDCI stuff on it, and it's fine. It never rusts. But um, yeah, it's just so much of it. What trend do you want to see stop in 2020? I'm going to do a video tomorrow about best and worst trends of 2019. So you will see my answer then, Chris. Um, and, 14C28N is awesome. Yeah, that's probably my favorite budget steel, but the 9CR is pretty good too. Here's 2019 budget knives in a nutshell. G10 D2 ball bearing flipper. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Although I did give my budget knife of the year to a G10 D2 ball bearing flipper. But it was nice to see, especially just towards the end of the year, a lot more thumb stud knives and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, 12C27 doesn't suck. Not all bad, but a thumb stud is appreciated. You know what, gear toward gear though, I also think, and I tried to say this when I went on my rant about in a review of a thumb stud knife, how happy I was to see a budget ball bearing knife with a thumb stud instead of a flipper. I think as reviewers, we get a bit more tired of flippers than everybody else does. And as I'm looking, I realize there's only one flipper on the table, but it's the one that I was carrying today. So yeah, but I never used the flipper on this. I always used the thumb hole. But yeah, I think as reviewers, we get more tired of flippers than everybody else does. So Zach Bailu says, what happens when they catch you with something illegal? And it depends on how illegal it is. If you just go over the length limit, they're probably just going to confiscate it if you're not in the commission of another crime or something like that. But it could be a big deal. Like automatics, it could be a felony if the cop's not in a good mood. Norman, I never tried to de-assist a Kershaw blade. You're asking any thoughts about that. I haven't, never tried that. Swoop says, I've always preferred thumb studs or spidey holes over flippers. I think I do too. I didn't realize that, I guess, until more of the thumb stud ones started coming out. And then I thought, oh, it's great. These are back again. And then I was looking and, I have more Spydercos than anything else. And I have no flipper Spydercos anymore. And yeah, and like I said, every Wii I've bought, I've wound up selling, and yeah. Spirit Boy, I'd say that would still suck to have it taken away. It sucks a lot less than getting arrested. A cop ever wants to take my knife just because he wants it or whatever, I don't care. I'm not going to give him a hard time. I asked a couple local cops what would happen if they caught me with a legal knife, and they said just don't be a dick and it'll be fine. And yeah, and I've known guys that got pulled over even with automatics, and they just confessed to the cop, hey, I have a knife in my pocket. They took it out and looked at it and gave it back to him. Sometimes they take them, but none of them have ever gotten an actual crime charged for it. But I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not advising you what to say or what to do or what to say or how to be. Yeah, hole deployments are awesome. LC200N is a good steel. I have been using the hell out of it on my Spidey Chef, which I always do this all the time. When I have time to clean up my office and put all my knives away, it's before the live show. And then I just have to drag them all back out again because I'm an idiot. Very poor planning on my part. My Spidey Chef's not in here. Where is it? Oh, I know exactly where it is. Dang it. My Spidey Chef is down on my nightstand because I used it this morning and I left, and then I took a nap and I left it there. Little poop. Yep. Nice buddy chef's downstairs. Oh well. Swoop says I've never had a cop ask to see my knife. They've always told me to keep my hands in sight for caution's sake. I had a cop ask to see my knife once, and it was completely illegal in the section of town that I was in because it was a 3.5 inch blade and it was in a 3 inch blade zone. We have one section of our city, like downtown is only 3 inches. And I was getting gas, and he asked, "What's the knife in your pocket?" I thought, "Oh, great, here we go." And I pulled it out, and he was like, "Oh, cool. I thought that was a hinderer." And then he played with it for a second, and then he gave it back. So he just wanted to see it. He just was a knife guy, and he just recognized the pocket clip because they have a pretty distinctive pocket clip. He just wanted to see it. Uh, but I had the tingles in my neck thinking I was going to get in a lot of trouble, but I didn't. What are you carrying for Christmas? I don't know. One of my brothers-in-law is a big knife guy, so I want to carry something impressive, but something kind of light and something fairly discreet. So I don't know. I'm thinking the Atom or my uh, I have a Boost Mini Smoke. I might carry that. Um, Probably one of those two. Probably the Mini Smoke is kind of what I'm leaning towards. Maybe the EWC, but that's not mine, so I don't try and carry it like a whole lot. Um, and A Ray says, "Does anybody else put a knife in their pajama pants?" Yes, I don't often wear pajama pants. Um, I I normally sleep au naturel, but I definitely every time I get up out of bed just to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I throw a knife in the pocket of my robe. And if I am wearing pajama pants, I probably have something lightweight in there, like a bug out or something like that. Mm. Oh, nice, Chris. You had a neon green PM2 and a DLT red Para 3 for Christmas. There you go. Do you like Kevlar or CB better for Adam? Assume you mean the carbon fiber? Um, I like the look of the red Kevlar Atom better, but I like the feel of my carbon fiber one better. Um, Spirit Blaze says prison wallet carry. I know what you did there. Triad. I don't know what that's about. Get down downtown. Yeah, if I know I'm going downtown, I try and carry a 3 inch blade, but I'm not worried enough to change it out. You know, if I have a 3.5 in my pocket and I'm already on my way down there, I'm not gonna like stop. Oh, this is a story. I'm gonna leave you guys on this. A bad thing that happened to me today. I'm gonna say that my car got broken into, um, but it didn't. I must have left it unlocked. Um, that's the only thing I can think of because I went out today to go somewhere, got in my wife's car that was parked behind my car, and my car door was open. Um, and somebody had rifled through my car. Like there was just napkins thrown everywhere. They'd opened the glove box. They didn't take anything that I could tell. There was a crap ton of change like in the center console. They didn't touch that. Like nothing happened, but they'd gone through everything. But what's really funny is I don't know if you guys remember, I've mentioned before in the channel that the Volkswagen Golf, God bless its soul, has a a little hidden storage thing that I don't think anybody knows is there. And you know what was in it? Was this. And they didn't even open it. So sucks to you, you little jerk thief. You could have had a really nice knife and you didn't even open it. But they didn't do anything. I'm usually super good about about locking my car. So, but I don't know. There's no sign that anybody broke into it. It was just open, and my battery wasn't dead, which was amazing. So, because my I got in and I saw it because my door was like about 3 inches open, and I was like, "What the hell?" And all I did was throw napkins everywhere. Um, Eric says, "Need to see more of your stand-up comedy." I have an album coming out next year, so I'm not putting anything else out online for a while. Um, and then hopefully, if you're going to Blade Show, you'll be able to see me live. So, when is the Deca Warney release? A while ago. I think they just sold out of them. But no, I've got mine a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know when it's hitting like other dealers, but uh, Chris just calls says check your snack stash. I already ate all my snack stash. Although they did throw barbecue sauce packets all over the place. So everybody you wind up with those little stashes of the barbecue sauce packets of the Taco Bell packets. They threw those everywhere. So maybe they were just looking for food. I don't know. But they didn't damage anything, but it still sucks. It's still violating to have that happen. I was still annoyed. Well, Okan, get there early enough that you can see me the Thursday before Blade Show at about 7:30 or so. The venue is as of yet to be determined, but I've got a couple that I'm talking to, so I'm 90% sure that it's going to happen. And if he is going to be there, I'm going to have a very special guest hosting for me. Nature bets lets us are the napkins okay? Most of them, but a couple were lost in the incident. See you later, MRG. Thanks for hanging out. See you later, D's Knives. I gotta get going myself here in a minute. So yeah, unfortunately, my neck has been so bad lately that about an hour is about the maximum amount of time I can spend sitting in front of in front of this desk before my neck goes south. But I did get an excellent new office chair for my sister for Christmas. So, like a proper YouTuber, I got one of those racer gaming chairs, and it is pretty great. And I feel like a proper gamer now. So, because I have a racer. So, thanks, D's Knives. I appreciate that. And I'm going to get going. Everybody have a very Merry Christmas or whatever you're celebrating. Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff. Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever it is you're celebrating. Tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, isn't it? So happy holidays to everybody. And I will see you all right before the new year. And I will have a really cool announcement about something cool that's going to start very early in the new year where you'll be able to listen to and see more of me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.